Hey everybody, and welcome back to my World of Warcraft Lich King Classic. So today I'm just kind of showing you guys what I've been up to. I am currently trying to get a dragon mount. Um, and I'm doing it the long way. I'm not going through dungeons and stuff like that, hoping for a drop. Um, Many of you will know this area. I'm going for a Netherwing dragon. There's some of the Netherwing drake things there. Currently, when I'm in the area, it actually mounts me up on this because it's all a part of the thing. Now, where I am on the map, uh, this structure will help you guide you if you've never done this before. It is where the quest begins. There is a gentleman that will walk around down here with a quest called Kindness, and you start the quest with him. Um, and it's pretty simple. You have to start off by feeding the dragons above. At first they start off red to you. Right now they're green to me. A lot of that is because my reputation with them is getting up there right here, Netherwing. So I'm almost revered. So that's why everything's green to me right now except for these guys. You'll farm the guys that are around the crystals, and they will be the food that you will provide for the guy. There's the guy that gives out the quest. It will lead you in a few different places, but you just follow that quest line and it will lead you where you need to go. Um, which in the end will be over this way. And I will go ahead and lead you guys that way. There are still some people that will come after you over here, and everything. The black dots that you see are Netherwing eggs that I found above ground. There are some that spawn above ground, some that spawn below ground. You can also pick them up from the mobs inside the cave. Uh, but yeah, as you guys see, my picture changed up here. A lot of that is because it has changed me into a fel orc, which is sort of a disguise, an illusion. That way I can be accepted here. Uh, but basically, you come in here, and I've already got a lot of crystals and a lot of ore. You'll start off with this quest. He'll want you to get some ore and some crystals and stuff, and that's a pretty simple one. But each one of these, it gives you 250 rep each time that you turn them in. Um, and then there's this guy here. He accepts the eggs as you find them. You turn them into him, and he will give you the points for that as well. He's also got two other quests here that he gives out on top of that. Another thing to watch out for is if you um, are able to turn on your settings. We use add-ons. We use CurseForge and we get add-ons. And your tracking and everything else like that, you could turn on low-level quests. When you see the low-level quests, you can accept those in the area. There's a guy over here that has them. These guys have them. I believe there's a couple more that had them, but you can do those low-level quests too and also get the extra rep. Some of the quests give 350, some give 500. And then you can also, as you go along, they unlock more quests as well as more dailies that you guys can do. So that guy inside there has a daily for me. This guy here has a daily for me. And we're gonna go over here really quick to the mine shaft. Um, there's actually two entries to the mine shaft, but this lady right here, she has one as well. And those are just the dailies that you'll do every single day. And then you come in here, and typically there's a guy walking around pushing a minecart. You walk up to him, and he's got another daily as well. Most of this farming and everything is down in this area. These guys right here are friendly, so you don't have to worry about, anything right off the bat once you become friendly. If you try to come over here and you're not in the friendly category and stuff like that, they will be red to you. Also, I found out yesterday that if you party up with people while you're still in the cave, you will transition out of your illusion, and they'll be red to you as well. So yeah, that is what I look like right now. Just sort of my disguise. It looks kind of creepy, but it's kind of cool at the same time. If you're just starting off in this area and you're a little bit lower level, I would recommend, taking on these slimes. They can drop um, slime covered items that you can open up, sort of like a chest or a bag, and you can undo them, and sometimes you'll find a Netherwing egg. I found a couple that way already. Um, a lot of the Netherwing eggs are found inside this cave system, though, from from the mobs and everything else like this. Um, if you do not have the capability of mining the ore, check the AH. I know I've been selling it in there. I try to be reasonable with my pricing as much as possible because I know it can, be a costly endeavor. Or you could just bring over your miner and do it there. Let me jump down here because I got an ore here. And like I said, these guys, they're pretty simple. They're easy to fight. And right there, the sledge covered object is one item that they drop. And it's this right here. You right click it just like you would a bag. And sometimes you'll get lucky. But I recommend making sure that you pop those as often as possible because they do not stack in your bag. So they will fill up your bag pretty fast. And then you also have these guys to contend with. They're not really that hard to take on, as long as you have the energy and everything to do so. They also can drop the eggs as well. This is one of my quests that I have is picking up those missing cargo. Um, but look, and when you're here, try to look in every little nook and cranny because the eggs will randomly pop up. It's almost like the Easter egg event, where you have the eggs that randomly just pop up here and there. But there's only so many at one time that will be up. So if you don't find any inside the cave system or anything like that, look outside the caves, fly around a bit. Um, Sometimes they could be outside. I have yet to find any over at the fortress that was across the way. Um, but there could have also been other people farming them there. Oh goodness. Thank you. Which, if we look at the map, the fortress is right in here. It's the Dragon Maw Fortress. But I did read that they do pop up there occasionally. So, if this is something that you would like to do, doing these quests and everything like that, it's something fun. There's not too many people doing it right now. It can be tedious though, so it's something that you have to focus on every day. But I've only actually fully actively, because yesterday I was sick, I've only fully actively been doing this for roughly 3 days, and I'm already almost revered. I should be revered by the end of the day. If you only come over and just do the dailies, it could take you about 2 weeks roughly, um, to get this done and get the dragon mount. But if you come over here every day and you also farm things along the way, you should be pretty good. This guy will also have a quest at one point that you'll accept. Sometimes dragon eggs can even hatch down here, or not hatch, but pop up down here. So just make sure you check every nook and cranny in here. And you have two parts to this cave system. It is pretty wide. You have this, I consider this the bottom area, um, because there is another area that's more on top of where we are right now. And I'll go ahead and head there now. Um, And if you're 80, most of these things won't, if you stay far enough away, they won't really try to pull. If you get close like that, they'll pull. It's just one of those things. I'm trying to stop my auto run and it wasn't wanting to stop. Oh, and here comes the worm dude. Thank you for dying. Have a nice day. Alright, let's get back up where we were going. Okay, so when you come down here, you're at the bottom area. Really, dude? I wasn't even trying to attack you, but I will gladly take whatever you have to offer me. And they drop a lot of crystals. You will get an abundance. If you farm this area, you will get abundance of crystals. Pretty much everyone drops at least one down here, so it's not like they're few and far in between. If you look at my bag, I currently have 801 crystals, and I can only turn in what they allow for day, and that is it. So I have absolutely nothing to do with these crystals. I don't know if there's any other place that I could turn them in. I have yet to see them, but yeah. Okay, so these two pathways are what you could bring down from the top of the cave. On the left side here, it does not. I'm sorry, I'm going to grab this little thing really quick. It does not really connect to anything except for the below area. But you could still go through here and grab these that are in here. Sometimes an ore pops up as well. And these guys are also part of one of the daily quests. So taking them out. Come on. Everything's loading slowly today. But you could take these guys out along the way, get the ore. I always try to keep farming the ore so I can drop it in the AH for people that cannot farm it. Because I know, 40 ore a day and you can't farm it, it can be tedious. So I try to help out other people if I can. But it's a daily thing and it gives you 250 XP or not XP rep with these people. So it helps. But that's basically the end of the road there. So we'll go back around here. I'll try and just avoid this guy because I really don't feel like fighting too much right now. But, so when you get to the bottom of this area, you have your options. You can go down and be in the bottom area. You can clear out this tunnel here. Those two lead back up to the entryway. And then when you come around here, it looks like we're going down, but we're actually going to the upper area of this cave system. Um, there's a couple people here. You'll just... Really? It went behind me. Trying to run away now. Alright. But you'll just take out these two guys, and then you'll be in the bigger cave system. With a lot more mobs and stuff that you have to take out for some of the quests. Okay, and then if you also need Ravager meat, this is a good place. If you're planning on doing the Netherwing thing anyways, come down here and take these guys out. Because sometimes they will drop their meat and, you can use that as well. For your food recipes and things. You can go around, you can take these guys out one by one. You could also take them out in groups, depending on how you're feeling. I know I have days where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to take out this whole group, and I'll take them all into one and drop my lovely D&D and call it a day. I'm hoping to try and find an egg so you guys kind of know what they look like. For those who have not played this part of things or have not tried to get that yet. But I'm not seeing any quite yet. You're seeing the ore. I need to build up my gear a little bit better, so don't mind my slowness on attacks and everything. I've got a lot of work to do. But I actually dropped, I think, 140 of the ore into the AH last night because I had so much. And if you look, okay, this is what I've got right now. I was filled up to about here with nothing but this nether site ore. So, yeah. I don't see an egg there. Sometimes they can just randomly pop up in any of the nooks and crannies. And like I said, sometimes you can get them from these people. Alright, this is gonna be annoying. YouTube, come on. Okay, none dropped from that guy, which is alright. But as you saw, there was no dragon eggs back here, unfortunately. I'm hoping to find one. We'll see. Like I said, sometimes they're outside, so you just kind of gotta plan for, hey, I might not find one right now. But if you sit here and you actually take the time and farm, the most I found in one farming session was 12, I want to say, in one sitting. I don't know why these guys randomly turn red. I don't know the backstory to them. But, oh, there's one. Okay, so these are what the eggs look like when they actually spawn in where you're at. You'll right click on it, and it's going to act like any special item. And you'll say, okay. And in your bag, this is what they look like. So, they don't look like themselves. It pops up the same way if you collect it from a mob. So that's just something to think about. So when you're running through here, I mean, you can always get rid of the crystals. You can always sell extra ore, whatever. Um, but it's something to think about is when you're running through here trying to get the eggs, just kill everything. You can't, of course, kill that dragon down there. He's a good guy. Um, but yeah, just walk through, kill everything, and you should eventually be able to get to it. The biggest thing is getting all of the quests done, the dailies done and everything, getting your rep up for the day. But like I said, by the time I'm done here today, I'll be in the revered status, probably getting closer to the exalted, which is what you need to get the mount. So that'll be nice. One of the quests also up top is they're like dragon races almost. You have to follow guys that are in flight, um, and try to not get knocked off your dragon and stuff like that. My biggest thing is the last guy I physically am having troubles passing. Um, I have carpal tunnel, and tendonitis and arthritis, so my hand does not move as freely and slowly as it once did. I have already done this before on retail and got them out, but for some odd reason, I'm just My hand just isn't moving as freely these days, so. But yeah, this is just something extra that people can do, and yeah, just if you have the spare time, run through here. Um, you have little pockets. Your little mini map will show little pockets like right here to the right. Make sure you check all those pockets because you never know when the dragon egg is going to pop up. You never know where it's going to pop up. And again, these Ravagers, you'll get plenty of Ravager meat from them. So if you're still leveling up your cooking and everything, that's going to pop up. The Ravager flesh will pop up. So just something to think about. Um, but yeah. On that note, I am going to go ahead and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.